This is how the size chart actually works. As you can see how we just broke down every single piece of the foot. I think that's just really cool to kind of see the visual with what we just did. So that way when you go to get measured, you actually know this was every single part of the foot. This was the entire part down the leg. So you get the exact measurement that you need. So now we're gonna try on for size. So Romitelli is one of the few that actually does a larger calf. An example of an even bigger calf. So if you have that, just know that it could be a customization option that you could actually get, which is really kind of nice. I feel like you guys are a little more inclusive. Last year, I got my first pair of custom riding boots, and it was from a brand called Romitelli, and it was my first pair of like expensive anything and nice things for myself with my riding, and I was so excited. And what I thought would be really cool is to do a whole video about custom fit boots, because I had no idea what I was doing. It was a whole new process for me, but there's a lot of helpful information that I feel like you guys could really benefit from. So I am at the Romitelli store in WEC Ocala. It's right here in Arena 2. And we're gonna go in and go over all the measurement process. We're gonna go over how boots are supposed to fit, how Romitelli actually does it, so that way you can figure out how to do your own custom size and get your dream pair of custom boots. Because I promise you the fit actually does make a difference, and I'll never go back to just regular boots again. I'm hooked on the custom boots. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna get started. Okay, so we are inside the Romitelli store, and what we're gonna do is start the process with measurements, because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that people don't know about the custom process, is that these boots are fitted to you. So I am joined by two really awesome people at the Romitelli store, and we're gonna get started showing how that works, and then we're gonna go into designing the boots. So Kurt, if you please, do you want to come in?
Thank you. And we're gonna measure you and put that on this order form. We got several measurements to go to. What's important to get the boots fit exactly as your leg, and we go ahead and undo the shoes.
Perfect.
To make it easier for you.
I'll do both, just so we have
stand with, yes, backwards.
And we're measuring multiple places on the leg, correct?
Multiple places.
Okay.
Stand on with both feet.
Oh,
so
both feet?
Just, yeah, both feet up. So
Okay.
You stand straight.
Perfect.
Because we need the leg, how it will be in the boot when it's made.
Perfect.
So first measurement is right underneath the knee cap, right there.
Okay.
It's called inlet, and we are 37 centimeter. 37. Of course, we verify that on the other side. See?
Mm-hmm. Why would we be even?
And that is 37. Then we go on the widest part of the calf. That's about here, I see. And we are on 40. That's the regular left end. And right, that's 40. We kind of measure with what we wear after all, and we don't tie too much, but pretty snug.
Yes, it's the boot's supposed to fit again pretty snug, but not like you're feeling suffocated.
Yes.
We don't want that.
Let them loose, you know. We like to have them snuggy, but not too tight.
Yes.
So we need two more measurements. One about 25 centimeters from the bottom. That's about.
So this next measurement's going from the heel to like the middle of the calf almost?
Exactly.
Okay.
Two measurements between the ankle and the biggest part. So we are on 34 right there, and we was on 40. Yes.
And what's the benefit of measuring in that middle place? Just to make sure it doesn't get too wide going down to the ankle and the boot fit? Okay.
Yes. So it gets the form of your leg without being too wide here, because then you feel loose.
Yes.
So that's good.
Which I don't know if anyone, by the way, you'll see my head when I pop back up, but I don't know if you've ever actually put on boots before, and it'll either be maybe big in the calf, or it'll be super tight in the ankle where you feel like you're being squeezed out. This process really helps kind of prevent that.
That's exactly right. Two. Better measuring twice.
So that's a pro tip, is always maybe make sure that whoever's doing it maybe does a double measurement to make sure that you're good to go.
Yes. It's easy to kind of look the wrong way on the tape measure, because we are going in centimeters. They are pretty exact.
Yes.
here.
And so this last one is the actual ankle to make sure it fits there perfect.
26.
So we have a total of 5 measurements, right? 5 or 6?
All the way down.
All the way down. Okay.
The foot is not so important because we will try later on some boots and find out where it's the comfort.
Okay.
Unless you get an extremely wide foot, we will see. But I measure.
I was gonna say I don't think I have an extremely wide foot.
I would say, what's your shoe size, by the way?
It's a size 9. I think I was either a 39 or 40.
You probably a 39 in the most of our boots. That's 32.
You think I'd have it memorized from the boots that I already have from you? I can't remember.
That's the widest part. It's about 22.5.
So then, similar to what we just did with going all the way up the leg, we do the 3 different sections of the foot to ensure that you either have a regular sized fit or you might need a wider fit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the back is one of the most important measurements,
Okay.
the length in the back, because first of all, you like them high.
Yeah.
Because you are a dressage rider.
Yes.
If you bend me, your knee,
Do you want me to do one?
Yes.
Like this? Okay.
So I can find out where the kneecap approximately is, right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So stand up again.
Okay.
We are
Keep this
right
in.
here.
Okay.
You can stand straight.
Okay.
We are right here. That's where the kneecap starts.
Mhm.
And that's where we want to have the front.
Mhm.
The back is right behind,
Mhm.
right there, if we go straight. And we don't go too low because boots tendency to fall down.
They drop a little bit, right?
Yes, so we
Yeah.
go 1 centimeter higher.
Mhm. I remember when I got my last pair and we measured, we had to add like, it was like 1 or 2 centimeters because we didn't, from like the regular standard
For the
size,
regular
because we didn't
standard
want it to,
size,
it would have been too low and would have dropped too low.
I
I remember that.
would say about 47. 47. So, what we do next,
Mhm.
I just added that 1.5 centimeter
Okay.
in the center afterwards. So that's your measurement. What we can confront with our measurements. We
Okay.
have, you said a 39. Let's go into a 39.
Okay. And I'm going to show everyone this size chart so they can see how it works too. This is how the size chart actually works. As you can see how we just broke down every single piece of the foot. I think that's just really cool to kind of see the visual with what we just did. So that way when you go to get measured, you actually know this was every single part of the foot. This was the entire part down the leg. So you get the exact measurement that you need. So now we're going to try on for size.
So, and here we got that chart. We can find out where you approximately are. If it's a 39 with a biggest calf amount of 40, you probably in 3X something. Try a 3X.
I remember there was a
39.
couple X's when I got my last boots. I remember
A
that.
3X should be in 39.
The search is on.
Let's go ahead and see the foot size
Okay.
with this
I'll
one
move this out of the way.
and see how close we are.
Okay.
That's just a regular plain boot to try on.
Okay.
You let me know how you feel in that one.
Oh, let me grab the one.
Oh, there's more paper in there.
I didn't see it either, so you're not alone.
Usually they're not in anymore, but now let me try to sit for you and see how much we have to add. It's probably that one, exactly that one. Is the foot okay?
It's not bad. I'd say my toe is about here.
Yeah.
So
The width is fine.
the width is fine. It's pretty comfortable. So I say we'll see how the actual
Yes. So let's
calf
see. Italian has strange size charts. You know.
Okay. So explain that. How is an Italian size chart?
So let's say we get a 3 extra small, what's an extremely small and tall
Okay.
boot. Then
Okay.
2XS,
Like a really
1XS,
skinny tall girl.
Yes, really skinny and tall.
Okay.
And then we go to, it looks pretty regular as we have our measurements, XS. And then it goes to small, of course, extra small, small. That's the same as here. Then we are not going to medium. We don't have a medium. We immediately go to L.
Okay.
Because L is like medium.
Okay.
And then we go to XL, is like large.
Okay,
and
so it's almost like one higher to be lower.
And then the different X's are one less, as you just said. So at 3X, it's not a 3XL in.
You're not a 3 extra large
You're
person.
not a 3 extra large.
It's just
person.
because of how it goes.
You're probably an XL to a double XL with your calf including everything. Even if that says 3XL, so don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared if you get this big sounding measurement. It's not, you're not big. It's fine.
Not that you are that big as it seems and sounds. But the foot is too big now. We are sure on that.
Yes, but the calf.
The calf should be approximately what we need.
Yeah, since it feels pretty close to what it was even when it came.
So.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good fit, but we go a little bit higher, as you already know last time, because that one is too short.
Yes.
So,
and this one, because this is a good example too of getting a stock boot versus a customized boot. This stock boot for me is actually a little big in the ankle, but granted it is a bigger foot size, so having those exact measurements that he did is extremely helpful, so you don't have the loose fit and feel cattywampus when you're riding.
So what we do is, of course, a made-to-measure boot for you, because there is no way that we have a 39 with that calf in the standard sizes.
Yes.
They are close, but not as close because we need an extra height. Because if we go to that 39 back on the foot, but the height is only 45, and we have 47. So what we order is a 39, 1, 2, 3, A plus 2 centimeters.
Okay.
That's what we order.
So my final measurement is a 39 XXA with 2 centimeters added.
Yes.
Okay.
In the height.
In the height.
All the rest is perfect. We got 37 on the inlet. We got 37 on the inlet. We got 26 on the ankle.
Okay.
So, and the rest is formed regularly because you have a regularly.
And would you say that it's pretty common for most people to have to get a custom fit boot because a lot of stock boots don't fit people?
Not really, because we fit 365 different sizes from 28 to 48 shoe size. So I fit probably about, like you. You are a standard size, just a little bit taller. Okay. So I'm close. Because I have a stock boot from another company, but like it probably, knowing how my ones fit me now, it probably was always maybe the slightest bit short. Slightest bit short. Yeah. Like our would be. You could easily buy a 39 DXA. What would be just a short, about that much, just short. And we don't want that because it goes down about that much, and then if you go from here down again, you'll be really too short. Yeah. I mean, you can still go ahead. Yeah, and use but I know what you mean. It wouldn't ever be the right fit. Yes. Yeah. So, but the rest is pretty normal actually. You're not at the. We go all the way up to 5 X's, you know. So 2 X's. I'm doing good. I'm only 3 out of 5 X's. So in standard. Yes. And then we have. Of course, I tell you what, in your size, 42 centimeters. That's the widest calf is 42 centimeters? What we have in stock. We make boot all the way to 48 centimeters. So, and what does that equate to for maybe like, if we know like a woman's size, like what does that usually, is that? That's not, I don't even know their do sizes like that. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was like a comparison. There was no size chart in no nation that do that wide of a calf. But so Romitelli is one of the few that actually does a larger calf. It does a pretty good large calf as maximum with like 42 centimeters. But like I said, we have made boot for ladies with 48. Oh wow, that's really kind of cool. That's then an extra full made-to-measure boot. I'm not sure if I can show you some of those boots, how they looked, and I think this was a boot made for somebody with an extra.
Oh, I can see that.
See?
Yeah, I want to show that to them too so they can even see the difference. So this is an example of an even bigger calf. So if you have that, just know that it could be a customization option that you could actually get, which is really kind of nice. I feel like you guys are a little more inclusive than some brands, because I'm in a lot of Facebook groups. I'm sure some of you guys are in Facebook groups too for all the riding, and some people will specifically ask for wide calf custom boots.
Step in
And
that
they get
boot
frustrated.
and feel how it will be. It's a 39.
Oh, I got my foot in there. How do they have such a tiny ankle?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
But I see what you mean. This already is.
It's always too big, so.
Yes.
You can give it to me.
Yeah, that's so interesting. But I do like that. I do like that. I feel like you guys can be more inclusive than
That's
some
not
other
the
brands.
biggest we have made. That's kind of a 4X. Yes, it's kind of a 4X, see?
Okay.
And what we made is probably about the 5 or 6X also.
That's so crazy. That's cool though.
It's whatever. And then important at that point is the two measurements between ankle and the biggest part of the calf. So that curve can be made the right way.
Versus some boots I feel like are just straight,
Yeah, just
correct?
straight,
Yeah,
yeah.
which leaves that gap at the ankle, which doesn't fit right.
That's the measurement
That's
part.
the measurements.
Everybody does that the same way in our store. The design part, the lady does much better than I. She's going to design on this order form your design, what's a standard design, the 558. We can put that already in because the style is a 0558. Then the color codes we can take from that box because she wanted that, what's the color code?
Turquoise.
Turquoise, yes.
Yeah.
And the rest will be black, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. So when anyone comes in and they've got their measurements and they want to start the customization process, that's when the order form, once the sizing is done, they'll immediately they'll choose the boot that they want, they'll choose the colors, whether it's different upgraded leathers or it's adding certain leather piping in different colors. That'll all be done on this before it is sent out for their order to be started on. So I hope this video about measurements was extremely helpful. And what I'm gonna do next is, I'm sure you saw the end of the video going over how we're gonna go into the customization process. So I'm gonna do a part 2 where you're going to get all of that information and we're gonna go over what I call the basket of fun, because it has all the different leathers and colors and accents that you can do with the boots and really show how fun the process can be. So hope you guys loved this video. Stay tuned for the next video. And then of course, part of this series, we're gonna get the boots in. We're gonna look at them so you guys can see them in person, and we're gonna go over many other topics like how to care for them, how to make sure that your boots are lasting longer. We're gonna go over warranty, cleaning, all these different things, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you love this video. Subscribe to see the next part 2 of this series, or depending on which video you see first, maybe this isn't the first video you see, but I'm happy you're here, and stay tuned.